Hi everyone! As part of our Earth Week craft series, we're making beeswax wraps. These are a great reusable substitute for plastic wrap. We'll be following a super helpful Instructable tutorial linked in the description below. Here's what you'll need: pre-washed cotton fabric, scissors or pinking shears, beeswax pellets or a beeswax bar and a grater, a measuring spoon, parchment paper, an iron and a surface to iron on. Let's get started. You can make your wrap pretty much any size. The Instructable recommends 7 by 7 inches, 8 by 10 inches, and 12 by 12 inches. Here's what you do. First, cut out your fabric square. Cut a big piece of parchment paper and lay your fabric on it. The beeswax can be really runny when it's hot and get everywhere, so I use a little more parchment paper than you'd think. Then, sprinkle beeswax onto the fabric. This is the part that takes some trial and error. Before we made this video, we did a few sample pieces to get a better idea of what's a good ratio of beeswax to fabric. On a 3 by 3 inch square, we found that 2/3 teaspoons was the best. It leaked at the edges of the fabric a little bit, but it filled all the gaps between the threads much better than a 1/2 teaspoon. Then, after some math and another trial, we estimated that a 7 by 7 would need about 3.5 to 4.5 teaspoons of beeswax, aka about a tablespoon and a half. Next, sandwich your fabric and beeswax between the parchment paper and iron it on low without steam. The beeswax pellets will melt pretty quickly. You might have to spread the wax around with the iron. If there are any gaps, you can sprinkle more beeswax and melt it down again. If you use too much, you can rip off the excess and use it again. Then, let it cool for a couple of minutes and peel off the parchment paper. Voila! You have a flexible, decorative plastic wrap substitute. To use it, bend it and squish it so the sides stick together. Clean it gently with soap and water between uses. Happy Earth Week, and thanks for watching!